name is Matt Warner, and this is my presentation on the European Union. First, the flag of the EU. It features 12 gold stars arranged in a circle on a blue background. They do not represent the number of member countries, they are arranged in a circle to show unity of the member countries. It was originally the flag of the Council of Europe in 1955. In 1983, European Parliament chose the same flag as the Council of Europe. In 1985, it was adopted by all EU leaders as the official flag of the EU. The anthem of the EU comes from Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. The music was set to Friedrich von Schiller's poem Ode to Joy. Despite this, there are no words for the EU's anthem. It's a wordless anthem that expresses the ideals of freedom, peace, and solidarity. It is not intended to replace anthems of the EU countries, only to celebrate its shared values. Schiller's Ode to Joy was written in 1785 and set to music the same year. It promotes a spirit of brotherhood amongst countries. Example of this in the poem are lines such as "Every man becomes a brother" and "Be embraced ye millions yonder." Due to the beliefs of the poem, it helped form the EU anthem and beliefs of EU as a whole. The EU's motto is Unified in Diversity. The EU embraces the differences in its member countries. It allows the free exchange of every member country's culture without having to adopt new customs from other countries. This keeps the EU from becoming a melting pot like the US. Currently, there are 28 members of the EU. 5 countries are listed as candidate countries, and 2 countries, Bosnia and Herzegovina and Kosovo, are listed as potential candidates. Here you see the members and the year of their entry to the EU. The EU officially has 24 languages it recognizes, and it supports the belief in multilingualism. It also wishes its people to learn at least 2 different languages along with their mother tongue. The belief of multilingualism allows the spread of culture and also prevents the occurrence of dead languages. The official languages are here on the right, and they are Bulgarian, Croatian, Czech, Danish, Dutch, English, Estonian, Finnish, French, German, Greek, Hungarian, Irish, Italian, Latvian, Lithuanian, Maltese, Polish, Portuguese, Romanian, Slovak, Slovenian, Spanish, and Swedish. Official currency of the EU is the euro, and that was chosen in 95. As you see here, that is the symbol for the euro, and it is inspired by the Greek symbol of epsilon. It also stands for the first letter in Europe. The 2 parallel lines stand for stability. They come in different colors and shapes for ease of use and for the visually impaired. The notes have same designs, a common design on one side and a design on the back specific to the country it was made in. Some countries do not use the euro. These countries include Sweden, Poland, Hungary, Romania, Bulgaria, Croatia, Denmark, and the UK. The banknotes come in denominations of 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, 200, and 500. They contain security features such as watermarks, security threads, and holograms. The coins come in denominations of 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, and 50 cents, and also have 1 and 2 euro coins. They vary in size, color, and thickness according to values, and also have technical specifications to combat illegal reproduction. The Europa series in the EU started circulating May 2nd of 2013. It's based on the Ages and Styles theme of the first series, and it has better security features, and it's easily distinguished between the first and second series. As you can see here, these are pictures of currency used in the EU. Up top you see the coins, and these coins are from Lithuania. If you were to compare these coins to a different country, say Germany, they would have completely different marks. The one on the bottom is the $10 euro. Education in the EU. Students are freely allowed to travel throughout the EU for education. The EU has the goal of citizens to learn different languages. EYCS, or Education, Youth, Culture, and Sport Council, provides the framework for cooperation between member countries. They do not make the rules for countries, that is left to the countries themselves. The rights of children in the EU. They're guaranteed basically the same rights as the children of the United States. The Treaty of Lisbon states the rights of the children. Some rights include internet, education, family, and having a say in matters pertaining to the child. Rights of registered partners. The definition of a registered partner in the EU are two people who live together as a couple and not married. They are considered equivalent or comparable to marriages in some countries. Same rights for immigration when considered equivalent. Countries that allow same-sex marriages will recognize same-sex marriages from other countries. Countries whose laws do not provide registered partnerships include Bulgaria, Cyprus, Estonia, Italy, Latvia, Lithuania, Poland, Romania, and Slovakia. The rights of unmarried couples. Rights are still given to couples who are not registered. When moving, you must prove that you live together or have been in a long-term relationship. EU countries who recognize de facto unions will give rights concerning property, inheritance, and maintenance payments after a separation. Rights for unmarried couples are important for couples of same sex since they may not allow them to marry or register in their partnership. Most EU countries have not defined how you can prove long-term relationship. A cohabitation contract may help prove long-term relationship. Conflict of property usually are settled with laws from the country with conflict. The fundamental rights in the EU. The Charter of Fundamental Rights of the EU has 6 sections. These include dignity, freedoms, equality, solidarity, citizens' rights, and justice. It was legally binding in 2009. It also includes rights for new modern-day topics such as data protection, bioethics guarantees, and transparent administrations. Health in the EU. They have many organizations such as the ECDC, or European Center for Disease Control, that mirror the US organizations. Organizations in the EU are designed to aid in making laws and guidelines for diseases. Healthcare is generally free for EU citizens even while traveling in Europe. However, what treatments are covered can be different from country to country and case to case. Though most people have free healthcare in the EU, it can be difficult to get care in other countries in the EU. Some countries do not accept the card given to EU citizens for proper care, and people end up not getting their treatments paid for. This is a small amount of citizens, and it remains to be seen if anything will actually be done regarding the issue, since it does not happen frequently. Due to multiple countries in the EU, there are also multiple cultures. As stated earlier, the EU strives for diversity instead of a melting pot like the United States. It has open borders for employment and travel, which allows for easier flow of cultures and customs. Every year there are 2 cities of culture for the EU. It allows the city to celebrate identity, cooperate with arts organizations at home and abroad, and showcases local artists. The EU has started restoring historical theaters in the EU to allow presentations of old and new plays from different countries. Some issues in the EU. One of the big ones is a current issue is if the UK should remain as a member of the EU. People of the UK sometimes feel as though the EU is too restricting on the UK's dealings. A future vote is promised by the ruling political party on if to stay with the EU or not stay with the EU. And these are the works cited. I got the Lithuanian euro picture from GB Times, the $10 euro from PicShark, and all other information came from Europa PA, or Europa.eu. I hope you liked this presentation, and I hope you learned a little bit of the EU. I know I did. Thank you.